Brandon, you keep it for when people walk in. Thank you. Do you know what the agenda is?
All right, everyone, let's get started. I think we still have some salespeople closing some deals which you all like, so we will get going. Welcome to what month are we in? May. The May edition of Guerrero Live. This is where, as you know, we come together as a team to huddle up and share the good news and say hi to new faces and hear from your peers. So today, Elise is going to stand up and talk about some fun stuff. We're going to get updates from our rocks. We have 3 rocks this quarter, 3 corporate rocks. Those are our goals for the 90 days we're currently in. So Vianney, Kyle, and Mark are going to share their updates. Some department updates from Cindy, Lexi, David, Vianney, and then we have a small activity plan that Alyssa and Jacqueline are going to lead. All of you have little pieces of paper. You should have gotten paper, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who does not have a piece of paper? Grab one. There you go.
Grab one. Fun game. Fun game that everyone will enjoy.
It's fun.
You will like it the most.
Congratulations. All right, Elise, take it away.
Okay, so I have new hires from April and May and anniversaries. So let's start with our April new hires. Is Michelle on this? Do you know? No. Okay. Well, it's not. What?
Oh, is she remote? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, she's not.
What is the technical difficulty?
Okay, well, we have a new hire. Her name's Michelle. Michelle, are you there? No. Okay, so Michelle Harris started. She works remote.
She's not invisible. She works remotely.
She's not invisible. She works remotely. She's boomerang. She used to work here from a while ago. So nice to have her back. But for everybody else, if you could share a fun fact. So Michael Velasquez is on our sales team. What is your fun fact, Michael?
I don't know I was going first, but so I'm originally from the south side of Chicago. I have a 4-year-old daughter. I live in Wicker Park, right down the road. I'm a big sports person. I play softball on Tuesdays, basketball on Saturdays and Sundays in a couple of weeks. So.
Good. Nice to meet you.
I feel like I've been here a while now, but
Yeah.
I'm Kevin. Just one fun fact. I host a quarterly Seinfeld trivia night at Reggie's Rock Club on the South Side. And it's Reggie's, if anybody knows anything about Seinfeld, which is like the other restaurant in the show. So yeah, it's super hard.
Hi, my name is Topher Ellsworth, and I just moved here from Manhattan with my husband and my 2 rescued chihuahuas. And I'm a big griller, so I finally have outdoor space because my 13 years in New York City, I did not have any outdoor space. So now I'm finally, the weather is getting better, and I'm the grill master. So
You got competition with
Peter Kennedy.
Peter Kennedy. I live up in Northbrook with my girlfriend. Hoping to move to the city to make my commute a little shorter here in fall. I have 2 dogs, both of unique kind of breeds. Some of you may have met Cooper already. He's a German Shepherd Pit Bull mix. And then I have a Husky German Shepherd as well. And that is her name is Samantha.
Okay. And then we have 3 people start today. So we have Amanda Grant.
Hi, I'm Amanda. Fun fact, I just graduated from University of Illinois 3 days ago, so I'm
I'm Joe. I graduated actually last year from Illinois State University, and I guess a fun fact is I could eat Mexican food about 3 times a week and more.
And Yashima Williams.
Yes, I'm Yashima. I won't share when I graduated because it was a long time ago. I took a cooking class while on vacation in Colombia. So I know how to make coconut rice and empanadas and any Colombian dish that's really popular. Probably my best vacation thus far. So,
And then for anniversaries, celebrating 2 years, Norman Edwards. 3 years, Mark Jerby. 5 years, Cindy Fetcher. 8 years, Vianney.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Vianney. For all of you who are new and I haven't had a chance to meet yet. So my rock is to strategically align all of HD to leverage all of our platforms, all our products, services across BD cams, and to get on pace for 1.7 million and 5,000 plus members. So a little bit of where we're at. My favorite thing so far of this rock has been that we've developed this really great sort of face-to-face weekly standing meeting. It's a huddle that we do for 30 minutes with like 13 plus people. It's a big group, and it's really promoting a lot of awareness, a lot of collaboration. We've started to collaborate on accounts like BBVA, HPE, Coca-Cola. So it's just been a delight to start to really sort of feel like a deeper team camaraderie, I think, cross-functionally, and just a mindset shift that I think I've already started to feel and see happening. So kudos to everybody who's participating. I know it's a weekly thing that you got to kind of be a part of, but it's been great. There's been no direct impact of sales specifically from that. There's been no uptick, but we're, I think, really laying the foundation to the annual goal and getting all of us really kind of talking, collaborating, identifying opportunities to really see. So I'm excited to start doing that now and carry that through for the 3.5 million. So that's been sort of my highlight, I think. We've also developed a new event model, which is essentially kind of trying to diversify, scale more sponsorships to events as opposed to just like a custom event per partner. So that's been really exciting. That was a part of the rock and the map that we've developed, and now it's about how do we really bring that to market? How do we pitch it? Align around that. We do have a calendar that we've sort of built. It's an opportunities calendar that sort of showcases all of the opportunities to sell, specific more to HE. So prime placements, newsletters, calling out all of the original content opportunities that we do have, and how do we start to really drive that sales towards that, and of course events. So those are, I think, some of the 3 big highlights. There's still more work to be done, specifically getting on pace. We're well over 5,000 members. I think we're at close to 6,000. I think. I actually don't know that number exactly. I should, but I think we're doing good on that front. So that's me.
My rock this quarter is to market, pitch, and win 2 deals for Guerrero Plus. Guerrero Plus being our sales and creative agency where we help CEOs and other organizations, whether that's help them with their marketing plans or their sales plans. Cindy and I were lucky enough to collaborate on an organization, the Entrepreneurs Organization. We're producing an entire, what we're going to call it, a planner, a book, a guide for their entire organization, along with a lot of monthly and daily communication for their team. So that deal closed actually, I think, a couple months, month and a half ago. And the book is actually getting approved, I think, finally this week or next, and then it goes to the printer. So we've been able to produce an entire book from start to finish, custom publishing, awesome. The other deal that I actually also just closed is working with a SEO organization. It's called Arcalea. Essentially, they're going to market, they're pitching business, but they want help in creating actual scripts, actual proposals, building out their CRM. So we're working on that. I go to his office bi-weekly. We meet with him, his team, putting all this stuff together. In addition to that, everybody's familiar with Swaparama, so here's the update. We talked to them on Monday. They're just finally deciding what they want to do. Obviously, there's a lot to consider, so they're going to make up their mind. Essentially, at the end of the day, they had similar conversations with an organization 2 years ago, and without vetting it properly, they signed up for a very large amount and got burned bad, right? And so the conversations we're having with them now is, hey, we want you guys to prove yourself. We want to start with this. We need all this work by July 1st. And then from there, based on the test run, we'll then funnel you the rest of the business. So they're basically picking what test run they want to go with right now. Super fun, super awesome. The last conversation I'm having right now is with a company called Caliber Advisors. Essentially, their organization just bought 2 other companies in Washington, D.C. and Dallas. And so they need to basically consolidate the organization and consolidate the brands under one brand. And they don't know what that brand is going to be or what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, how it's going to be positioned in the market. And so we're hoping to get an update actually this week, whether or not they're going to be moving forward or not. And then last but not least, one of our favorite clients is AmeriHealth Caritas. They have worked with us, I think, 3 times now. The CEO is actually going to be on the upcoming cover. This is the company that Stacy Kraft sold the cover to for $60,000. I think that was a couple weeks ago. They had a proposal a little over a year ago for a completely redesigned custom publication that they want to send out on their own behalf to government stakeholders who are trying to affect legislature. And they basically emailed us a couple weeks ago and said, hey, is this proposal still valid from a year ago? And they're interested in doing it with us. So Kevin and I had a conversation with the woman last week. They said they're making a decision by this Friday and that we're up against 2 or 3 other competitors, but their CEO loves us. So fingers crossed, hopefully we get the green light. That's where I'm at.
Hey guys, so I had a rock to launch or revamp our recruiting process. This is 3.0. We've done this twice already. And the goal of this is to align our recruiting journey, our experience, our candidates' experiences with what it's like to really work here. And so we're looking at job descriptions, we're looking at our process, we're looking at who's doing what, and we're looking at branding. So to date, we have had an offsite that Elise ran. We focus mostly on CAM right now. That's where the majority of our hiring historically has come from. Hiring creative. But the majority of our hiring comes on our CAM floor. We started there. We had a half day. We realigned our competencies. That's what we look for in candidates. It's sort of our guiding principles of whether or not we're interested in bringing people on board. And we also looked at our process and who's doing what. Right now, we're in the process, in the middle of revamping our job description, just to make it a little bit more clear, a little bit more concise, and more aligned with what it's like to work here. And next steps are a little bit behind on this, which is my fault, but we'll get back on track. Next steps are to work on our employer brand. So the employer brand is refreshed, is same thing that a company brand is from a product perspective. It tells people what to expect, how to feel, what to know about working at a company. So that's the next step. I'm working on creative brief right now. Y'all's way soon. And then after that, we will come up with a process to hire all non-CAM roles, which won't be too much different, but we need to get that process on paper and aligned. So that's where we're at. Not a lot to report right now. The employer brand will be something that is felt and seen by everyone, so stay tuned.
Creative department updates. Elise already mentioned our main creative department updates. Kevin and Topher joined us. We're so excited that you're here. Right now, we're in the middle of press. I feel like every other time I talk to you, we're in the middle of press, but we are again. So Friday is Profile and AG's press day. We are featuring Julian Castro, perhaps running for the highest executive position in the land, 2020 presidential candidate, as well as, what's his name, Freddie? Rob Dowry from American Airlines. He's the Director of Employee Engagement. The Director of Global Talent Acquisition. We also last week went to press with AHL, which had 3 covers because we also sold 2 custom covers in addition to the regular cover. So that is Thermo Fisher, that's Peter Kim, the actual cover going to everybody. And then we have a Stanford Hospital custom cover and a Precision Health custom cover. So keep selling those custom covers, they're really fun. I think, oh, grit shout outs. I have two actually. I don't know if you know this, but photographing a presidential candidate is kind of difficult. And we, thankfully, to Cass Davis, we were able to have him come to our actual office. So the photo you'll see of him on the cover of AG was taken like right here. But then she also was able to go to an event that was like specifically for Hispanic executive donors. So not people from our magazine, but like donors specifically from that audience. And so it was a really high-powered event. And just so cool that she is able to roll with the punches and like do a 20-hour workday and follow this guy around. So props to Cass for grit, and also for Stacy, who just kind of is always working hard.
So, some sales updates. So for sales updates, I'm gonna go tier by tier on this one. So tier 1 actually is our musical tier. We have Kemp bringing the music, and they also do group listening to music, which is really fun. And they bring a lot of culture and happiness right to the center of the floor. So if you guys are upstairs, you want to know what they're listening to, what they're singing, please drop in on tier 1. They will share with you. It's a lot of fun. And on top of that, tier 1 is also leading the pack. They've gone over pace almost every single month this year. So on top of the music, they're also bringing a lot of dollars to this company. So that's extremely exciting from tier 1. From tier 2, we've got some really awesome updates as well. They welcomed Jack this month, which is really awesome. Have a nice tier 3 to tier 2 move. Norman has been killing the game right around his 2-year anniversary with 10K each of the last 3 weeks. Christina Brown, Miss CB, had a 23K list, which is killing it as well. And then Drew, halfway through the quarter, already has brought in 14 lists. So far over pace. We're loving it. On tier 3, we also have some true grit, true rock stars who are just owning their growth mindset. We've got Justin, who had a 20K week, super awesome. And then Alex, who had a $34,000 week. These guys, their month rock is $16,000, and they did all of this in 1 week. Awesome job on grit, super killing it. We've got a lot more grit coming out of onboarding. We have Mr. Peter here, who's already had 6 discos this week alone. That's right, 6 already. So cool. And then Michael already has 2 lists in, and he is gonna get a sale in when? You're getting a sale in today. Every tier on sale. We're loving it, and we are ready to leave this floor. Yes.
Hey guys, I'm doing the updates for the operations side of the business here. We have a few personnel moves, some core value shout outs, and a very important announcement. As far as personnel moves, Leanne will be taking on a new title and role as office manager. She's absorbed a lot of Meg's old items, and she's done a fantastic job so far. And we'll continue to expand her role in additional operations job functions. Second personnel move, Brooke Riggert will be moving to the CSM role at the beginning of Q3. So yeah, Brooke will be finishing up her sales through June and be fully transitioned in early July. We were very excited to have her on board. I don't know if
she's on there. Yeah.
All right, core value shout outs. Just a grit shout out to the CSM team holding it down until Brooke transitions. Hope they're on, but yeah, they'll be holding it down, just Becca and Cheyenne, for a couple months here, which is huge for us. And then on behalf of Elise, Abby Levitsky, shout out for engaging with two CAM candidates via LinkedIn when they inquired about the role. So thank you, Abby, for collaborating. And last but not least, important announcement. Summer hours will be back for 2019. For those of you who don't know, summer hours are starting June 21st and going through September 23rd. The office will close on Fridays at 3 p.m.
I thought you said like close for good.
Thanks, Yanni. That's all I got.
Okay. All right, my highlight, not closed on Friday. So I want to start with my great shout out, which is to Jill. Jill has been here less than 90 days, and she's already executed 6 events, one on her own last week in DC, and she's literally killing it. And you've been grinding and smile on your face, positive attitude, just like helping solve tons of solutions and problems. It's been amazing. So nice job, Jill. I also want to shout out to the whole HD team because we wanted to make sure that we had every single person in HD participated in an event this year or last month. Luckily, we had 2 in Chicago, so I just want to really thank everybody who came. Shout out to Norman, Nicole, Angela, Kathy, Alex, James for collaboration. You guys rocked it. You helped us execute 2 amazing events with Lily and Goldman. So shout out to you guys. Besides that, I just put on here, we just got to sell. As a BD team, we're building a pipeline. We have a few deals in the works, but it's really just about getting after it. I did want to note, thank you, Jenny, for reminding me, Cargill, we did sell a new partnership to Cargill. It's kind of a new model, actually. We're developing their leaders through our network, so we're actually just giving them speakers from our network. They're going over to Minnesota to their headquarters, and so that was a really kind of unique and cool partnership. So nice job, Jenny. And lots of in-person meetings happening. Nike, Krista was in Portland yesterday, meeting with them at their headquarters, NBA, Edmonton. So just setting us up for renewal season coming up. And then Summit is less than a month away, which gives me a mini heart attack. It's kind of crazy, but we have so far generated over $200K in revenue, which is amazing, and almost $28,000 in sales, which is awesome, the first ever. So that's great.
Hi guys, I'm Jacqueline, if you don't know me. We are going to be doing a small activity. Everyone should have gotten a number. If you have not, there is an envelope floating around where you can grab one. Our activity is we're going to split up into groups and do 2 truths and a lie within your group. So you need to say 2 truths and a lie, and then everyone in your group needs to guess what the lie is. So yeah, hope you all enjoy. And it's going to be 1 is going to be over here. So who has a 1? Kevin, over there. Who has 2?
Me.
Casey is over here in the corner. 3. Anyone with a 3? Cam, over here by the couches. And a 4. Cindy, right here. 5. 5 is over here against the window. 6. Anyone with 6? 6 is over by Rachel, against the wall. 7, 8, 9 are in the back. 4, and go back. Over there.
So is it the 4 of us?
I think our group's like way smaller. Last year, right?
I'll just join you here. I feel like I can easily bring those two specific. Was this something your mother was born in Germany? I think she was. Just turned 40.
Okay, I'll go first. My English is my native tongue,
And
and my favorite country
I can do
is
a college.
That's fine.
we guess journalism.
I like dogs. I like dogs.
You're all eyes.
You're all eyes.
I mean, performance.
I can tell this is not too much. A little high. I wish I did. Every 3 months, you're just skydiving. My grandpa. Oh. That's a hard
You do. Number one. Yes.
So the last one, my parents didn't get a dog up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.